Good morning, students. You have already learnt about the process of combustion, different types of combustion. Okay. Next part of the chapter, we have got fuels. Okay. So, in our day to day life, we use different types of fuels to get energy. Okay. In order to run vehicles, all of us need petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. Yes, in order to run our kitchen, we need LPG cylinders. Okay, so these are all fuels. So the substance that burn to produce energy in the form of heat and light are called as fuels. Okay, so based on the structure, okay, physical state, the fuels can be classified into three different types. First one is solid fuel, second liquid fuel, and third one is gaseous fuels. The solid fuels, these are those fuels that exist in solid state in nature. Okay, for example, your coal, wood, cow dung cakes, these are all solid fuels. Secondly, we have liquid fuels. Okay, so these are those fuels that exist in liquid state in nature. We call them liquid fuels. Okay, for example, petrol, kerosene, okay, fuel oils, all these are liquid fuels. Third one is your gaseous fuels. Okay, gaseous fuels are those fuels that exist in gaseous state at room temperature. Okay, so these are gaseous fuels. For example, your biogas, coal gas, natural gas, etc. Okay, so these are the different types of fuels that exist in the nature. Okay, in relation to these fuels, there is a term called as calorific value. So what do you mean by calorific value of a fuel? So calorific value is the amount of heat released when 1 gram of a fuel is burnt completely, okay, giving out heat and light. So the heat released, it is measured in kilojoules, okay. So the SI unit of calorific value of a fuel is kilojoule per gram. That means how much amount of heat, energy or whatever is released per gram of that particular substance, we call it the calorific value of that particular substance or fuel. Okay, so calorific value, it's the amount of heat released when 1 gram of a fuel is burnt completely, and it is expressed in kilojoules per gram. Okay. So next we come to the characteristics of a good fuel. So what may be the characteristics or the features or qualities of a good fuel? If we say kerosene is a good fuel, if we say petrol is a good one, so why it is so? So a good fuel should have the following features or characteristics. Okay. The first one is low ignition temperature. Okay, you have already learned what is ignition temperature? The temperature at which a substance starts burning, we call it ignition temperature, right? So if your fuel has got lowest ignition temperature, that means if it burns quickly, it's a good fuel. Okay. So second one is the high calorific value. So as much as heat is released when we burn one particular fuel, okay, it is considered as a good fuel. Okay. So amount of heat release is more, better quality is the fuel. Okay, so a fuel having high calorific value is a good one. Then it should be pollution free. All of us know if we burn something, it should be pollution free. That means it should not pollute the environment. If it pollutes the environment, it's not a good fuel. Okay, so nowadays we have switched on to what? CNG. Yes, compressed natural gas in our vehicles, as it is pollution free. Okay, it does not pollute the environment. Then it should be easily available, it should be inexpensive, cheap enough, everyone should be able to buy it. Okay, then no residue left after burning, there should be no residue left. Then safe to handle, transport and storage. This is a very important characteristic of a good fuel. Okay, those fuel that we are using, it should be safe to handle, we should be able to store it anywhere we like, and it should be easy for transportation. Okay, that means we should be able to carry it from one place to another very easily. Okay, then hydrogen, it has got the highest calorific value. Okay, but even though it has got the highest calorific value, it is not considered as a good fuel. Why? Because it is very inflammable, burns quickly. Okay, and it is not at all easy to store, it is not at all easy to handle and transport it. Okay, but it is used as a rocket fuel. Okay, so this is all about fuels. Okay, thank you.